Hello, and welcome to this week's EastEnders Spoilers. Week commencing the 29th of May 2023. After Lola suffers another seizure, Nurse Suzanne warns Jay that they're nearing the end. Billy struggles to cope with the situation and ends up having a run-in with Nish, who deliberately winds him up. Billy responds by smashing the window of the Minute Mart, and when things get further out of hand, he's arrested by Jack. Meanwhile, news spreads that Ben has done a flit to the US. Kathy urges Callum to use his detective skills to track Ben down, especially as everyone is worried about Lola dying when he's still abroad. Lola becomes unresponsive and Nurse Suzanne explains that she'll now have long periods of unconsciousness. She suggests that it's time for Lola's loved ones to start saying the goodbyes. Billy's family are told that he'll only be released if Nish withdraws his witness statement. Honey and Phil try to talk Nish round. Meanwhile, Ben calls Callum, who decides not to reveal that Lola is close to death. Ben is about to board a plane, but Callum worries about the consequences if he doesn't make it back on time. Elsewhere, Kim becomes overwhelmed as she meets a Kimfluencer fan at the salon. Sonia advises Kim to go to A&E after spotting her collapse in the street. Jay and Phil both struggle with having to say their goodbyes to Lola. Kathy and Callum say their own goodbyes to Lola, promising to look after Lexi for her. Meanwhile, Linda invites Callum, Jack, Whitney, Rocky, Denise and some of the other local residents to have a lock-in at the pub, where they reflect on Lola's illness. George Knight arrives in Wolford with his daughters Anna and Gina. He introduces himself as Elaine's partner and surprises Linda by revealing that they've come from Marbella to help run the pub. Linda is irritated to realize that this was Elaine's plan all along. Jack, Phil and Winston recognize George as a championship boxer. Nish also soon realizes that George is not a man to be messed with. However, George promises Linda that he doesn't plan to cause any trouble on the square. Meanwhile, Bobby is smitten when he meets the Night Girls, but Kathy is irritated when they bring their Chihuahua Tyson into the cafe. Unaware of Lola's death, Anna and Gina also realize that they've misjudged the mood when they try to start a party at the Vic. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you have enjoyed this week's EastEnders Spoilers.